Okay, so this is the expense tracker app. I'll just quickly go through the functionality. So you can see this home page here where we have a list of expenses with their price, their category, the date, and the title. Then we have this chart that is interactive. It kind of changes depending on what expenses you have in here. So if I swipe right, I can delete one and you see it reacts here, but I can hit this undo button to put the expense back in there. If I delete both of them, this snack bar is going to clear out so that we're not like waiting on a bunch of snack bars to show. If I delete this here, it's going to show this text here for no expenses yet. And then we can hit this plus button in the top right to add a new expense. So it's kind of slow, but I'll just like put whatever in here. You can put this for whatever date, and then I'll put this as work, so you can kind of see. I know it's food, but for work you can kind of see the graph update here. And so that's pretty much it for the app functionality. We can get into the code now. So it starts in main.dart, where we have we define some color schemes here for regular and then dark mode. We have our run app function that runs this class here, my app. And so we define a bunch of themes here, or not a bunch, really just two themes, dark theme and regular theme. But these all have their own individual color schemes for different widgets. So like elevated button and the cards. And then we have this right here, which essentially lets the app change the theme depending on the system settings. I won't do it now because it's been like crashing my emulator and it takes forever. So, but everything is basically within this expenses widget here, which is a stateful widget, and we're essentially tracking all of the registered expenses here. And we have some different functions for adding an expense, where we just add to that registered expenses list. We have a remove expense function where it does the same in reverse, but it just removes. And it'll also show the snack bar where we can see that the expense was deleted, or we can hit the undo button to put it back. We have a function here for opening the modal, which is the form where we're adding new expenses. Here we just have we define registered expenses with some default expenses here. And then right here we implement the no expenses yet, which will render if the list is empty. And then we have the chart here, and then we also have the expenses list here, which is essentially this list of the expenses here. So you can see it's a list view, which is a scrollable widget, and it's comprised of these dismissible widgets, which allow us to go like this. And it has functionality so that we can run this onRemoveExpense function, which was passed in from expenses.dart, which will update the state. And we're essentially rendering these dismissibles, which have this child of expense item. So if we go to expense item, we can kind of see that it's rendering the title and the category and all of the stuff here. So this is just one expense item here. And then expense list is the list here of all of the expense items. And then we have some code here for the chart. And then we also have this expense.dart class, which has all of the information that each expense is going to have. So like a title, amount, date, and category. We used enum for category to define which categories we can choose from. And then we have some more stuff for like getting a formatted date for readability purposes. And then we have this class here, expense bucket, which is for the chart. And I'm running out of time, so that's pretty much the gist of the app. I didn't get to show the dark mode because it takes forever. But yeah, thank you.